Yes, sir. Yeah. There's a camera on, Balla. Check, check. Mic testing. One, two, three. I hope all of you are able to hear me loud and clear. We'll get started in another 3 more minutes, guys. Another 3 more minutes, we'll get started. Please check your mic, audio, everything. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so good morning, everyone. Welcome you all for this live session, and I think a few more people are waiting to join. We'll give them another 2 more minutes, and then we'll get started. Another 2 more minutes. Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome you all for this live session. And I know this is something which we have been planning for a long time for the people who bought the book. This session is going to be on the trader's mindset and the psychology. But what we also thought is, considering the way the Nifty has been behaving lately, why don't we give some historical data? many who have been not seen the markets prior to 2020, I thought this will be helping you all to know how the things have played out in the past whenever the Nifty have corrected more than 5%. So on that note, welcome you all. I am Shivakumar Jayachandran. In today's session, I'll be sharing and decoding the markets using OI Pulse and also the trader mindset, which we have prepared as in PPT. And more importantly, in case if I'm analyzing and showing you some data or the trades, please do not blindly take. You needed to take your own decision, and we will not be sharing any calls or tips in the session. So please understand that. And one more thing, please do proper care before getting into the F&O markets, because F&O market you can literally lose everything if you don't have proper discipline in the risk management, especially with the options market. So with all that being said, let's deep dive. And many of you have been asking me whether the Diwali offer has been over or not. Guys, we have extended it till the month end. So all of you who have not availed it, I know many of you after seeing the message just sent me a message stating whether we will be able to avail the combo offer and everything. So here is the details here. So you can subscribe to all the Go Pro, Go Annual, and Go Click combo, everything using these promo codes. If you're buying promo code for the combo plan, use Spark. The same for the annual plan, use Spark. And if you're using it for the monthly plan, the code is Spark1. So all of it, you will get close to 50%. And on top of it, when you're buying a combo plan, you will be getting the recording for the previous mentoring program which we conducted it, and it will be available till end of the year. So till December 31st, you will be able to access. Apart from that, all the strategy documents, and we also promised today's session, right? So today's session is going to be very critical. Why it is very critical? Things have evolved and how the markets have been behaving. Many have been asking me, what is the market view for the day? So at this juncture, many who have traded today, how many of you made money today? Almost. Uh, okay, subscription done, but account is showing inactive. Just send out an email to support@oipulse.com. They will try to check in the back end and then respond to you. So, in the meantime, just wanted to do a quick check. If you had a very good day today, if you would have been a buyer and if you'd have been a hardcore scalper, I think today would not have disappointed you. Okay, today would not have disappointed you because things have been for the scalpers today. Literally, the markets gave you the moves on both the sides, and you just needed to go along with the tempo and the momentum. And I think there were at least 5 to 10 messages which came today. Said without one click today, my job would have been literally tough, including me. Okay, so if you're asking Shiva whether were you able to take some trades, whether it is quick enough for you to get in and get out, without impulse and one click, I don't think that is purely possible. First and foremost, reasons. Okay, so I'll just give you a decoding of what went and how it went today, and then we can go and look at it. So these are the trades which I took it in the morning. So first in the morning, between 9:15 to 9:30, I was mildly bullish. So can anyone say why I was mildly bullish during this particular time frame? It's purely because of the morning data, nothing else. But yes, as of yesterday, the markets were like completely falling, and it was having all the good runs for the bears who have been continuously taking it lower and lower. But in the morning, after the gap down, yes, there was some profit booking, and people who have been shorting for a long time, they were all doing a profit booking. Plus, there were a few strikes which had an open and high on the call side. So that was the reason for me to go on the call side in the morning. So quickly, what I did is looked at the trending OI data in the initial few minutes. So if you look at in the morning, the initial few minutes, there was almost a 40 to 50% gap between the call and the put. So this literally confirmed me around 9:20, 9:25 or timing that yes, at least one round of scalping is possible on the call side. So if you look at it, this is the trade which I was taking it. So buying from 300 to 3 between 400, squared off some position at 365, bought again at 300, again gave it at 330. Again, if you look at it, played in the call side till 9:25 odd timings, I believe. So till 9:30 odd timings, I was playing on the call side, done with the trades, then moved on the put side for one trade. Then again, it is an opportunity where the breakout was again happening at around 9:50. So waited for some time, played on the 9:50 again on the upside. Once that move is happening, with a capital of around 20, made a reasonable returns of 0.1.52. That is close to, if you'd have been having this much capital. Nowadays, I've not been trying trading much, right? But if you're having a reasonable capital of around 20, and if you're able to make around 1.5 lakhs, that's more than sufficient. Imagine if you're wanting to get this in the bank, it will almost take a year or two, right? So in that sense, I'm happy with whatever that has been done. Now, the most important element, many would be keep asking me, right, Shiva, like in terms of the brokerage and then the quantities, yes, these are the quantities which was taken. So some of them were hardcore scalping only. Okay, so out of this 1.52, after all the charges and other things, because brokerage is almost unlimited for us, because it is a trade smart account where we do unlimited brokerage for a fixed amount. And in terms of the charges and other things, with all the new STT charges and other things, we might get around 1.3 to 1.35. It's absolutely fine, right? So for a 1.5, if you're able to get around 1.3, I should be very happy with that. So that is the mindset of which many still keep thinking that whether scalping will be a profitable business in the long run with all the charges and other things. Guys, yes, it is going to be a tricky one. Those are the things which we will be seeing it in today's session. How you needed to evolve when the new regime comes in, whether I needed to keep focusing on the same thing or whether we needed to move on to another one. So all these things will be coming up. Plus, how you needed to approach the market if you're a positional player or if you're a player who wanted to invest in this market. And those of you who are thinking about the correction, and honestly, this is just the start of the correction. And many are already fearing that, Shiva, I have seen like, no, I have not seen the portfolio crashing by 15-20%. Because I'll tell you my story. Okay, so you will then correlate how the things are playing out. There are a lot of similarities which has been happening between the 2007 to now. The bubble is like, slowly getting there. But whether we'll be getting a major correction, no one knows. Whether we'll be get this is the end of the correction, no one knows. What I would ideally do is in these kind of markets, try to go along with the momentum. And if you wanted to invest, I wouldn't invest like in everything at one go. Every 1% fall, I'll also deploy my 1% capital. If there is a 10% fall, then I will deploy 10% of my capital. If there is a 20 to 30%, then yes, my approach would be totally different. But at this juncture, whether I will go all in, considering the way the market has corrected around 5 to 7%, now you guys needed to look at this data, then you can look at what you would love to do it. Okay. So, as I told you, first and foremost, we will get into this PPT. Okay, let me quickly see. I will just need it to shift. Okay, great. Let's see how the markets is behaving. Currently, Nifty is around 100 points. Bank Nifty is around flat territory. Absolutely nothing doing. They're just not moving anywhere. So I'm just waiting for a minute. Okay, so which broker provides unlimited trades? Currently, we have a tie with TradeSmart. And guys, one thing which I've got an assurance from TradeSmart is, so once the new regime comes in after November, at least for now, they have said that they will continue the unlimited plan. So that's a good news. So those of you who have not opened the account with TradeSmart for the unlimited plan, I'll be sharing the link in the chat. You can use that link to open, and also it is available on our Telegram channel. So that plan is only available to our scalping community. So use the link so that you will be able to get it. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to get a unlimited plan directly from them. Now, the Nifty analysis is a critical moment ahead. Why it is a critical moment? What we have done is these are some of the studies. History and the markets always behave with the past patterns. So something which has happened in the past, yes, definitely it has happened several times in the future as well. So now we are in a critical moment wherein whether the market is going to be making a move or whether there is going to be a move on the downside or on the upside, where exactly we are positioned now. So to do that, what we have done is we have done some analysis based on the past history. So in the past 7 years, whenever the Nifty has hit the all-time high, so what we have understood is whenever the Nifty is hitting a all-time high, and that usually getting supported by the FII buying massively. Out of the six, like in six instance, we have seen out of six, 5 times where the Nifty, whenever it has broken the weekly 5%, it has went on and hit 10% mark. So now this is the sixth instant whether it will be happening or not. We are almost close to that, right? 7 odd percent. So once that 5% fall has happened, Nifty has broken and then went on to correct close to 10%. So this time, whether it will be different or not. There was only one instant where it didn't do it. I'll be showing you that as well. So this is on 24th September when there was like a 10% fall hit and everything. So if you look at it, there was a fall of 5% from the all-time high. The weekly low got broken, and then we also went and hit the lower like in a 10% fall was happening. What we have also done is this particular data, nobody would have given you the clue. We have also, those time, if you'd have been looking at it, there was only monthly expiry for the Nifty, and this data was not going to be available with everyone. So here we are presenting you with the data. What was the total call OI at that particular time? Whether there was a change or a decrease, this pattern will be completely different to what you're going to be seeing today. But what we have understood is when the OI interpretation has been bearish, these guys have been continuously using every rise as an opportunity. Even if you'd have been looking at the markets in the last couple of days, there is a period called buy on dips. There is a period called sell on rise. This particular is purely playing on sell on rise kind of a market. Every bounce which you're seeing 100 or 200 points, they are ensuring that the market is falling from that particular level. So this particular call data, which will give you a clue whether they are turning into bullish or bearish, how the things have been playing out. So except 21st, you have almost seen the OI data has been literally getting added more on the call side compared to the put side. Remember, if the OI has been continuously moving on both the, like if your OI is continuously increasing on both the sides, then yes, you would have seen a sideways market. But in this scenario, after a while, you can clearly see the OI starting to falter big time on the put side. The OI was increasing or steadily there. At that time, there was only monthly expiry, so that's the reason you are not seeing a massive improve in terms of the OI at that time. So this is how the chart was. So this was the weekly low, and once that weekly low is done, they literally went for the 10%. So historically, the 10% move has always been there. Now, what normally happens in this 10% move? Though the 10% move is happening and it was able to recover and everything, there are stock specific action which will be happening. Currently, in the rally, if you have been seeing in the last 2, 3 months or last 6 months, it was more of small cap and mid cap, but the large caps have not been doing much. Even if you look at Reliance or HDFC or SBI or for that matter, Kotak, ICICI, all these guys are getting stuck in a range. But if you have looked at the mid cap and the small cap, some of the stocks would have performed 50% and 100% and so on. So this particular scenario, it has played out well. When it was moving, it was some of the large caps which are outperforming, and there was stock specific decimation which was happening. When I say decimation, there were a lot of stocks which got corrected 10, 20%, started correcting 30, 40, or 50%. So this was a nightmare during 2018 for the small cap and everybody. So there were plenty of stocks which corrected more than 40, 50, or 60. Some of the stocks even went and corrected close to 80 odd percent. So remember, though the market will recover, sometimes many of the stocks will never recover to their lifetime highs. So that is something which you needed to be looking at. This was another instance which happened in 6th May 2019. On this particular time, there was a fall from all-time high of 5%. There was a weekly low break, and this was the only instance in the last 7 attempts the market has not went and hit the 10% mark. Though it fell, the data and everything was supportive, but it didn't. And at that time, we also had a Nifty weekly expiry started coming into the picture. Okay, so if you look at this data, you can clearly see the call OI was continuously increasing, but on 9th May, what they did is there was a massive short covering which happened, and then the market was not able to fall further. So that was the data which was presented, and you can clearly look at it. This was the 5% move, fell, and then there was a massive short covering which was happening, massive short covering which was happening, and then the markets kept on moving it higher. So this was one instance where didn't things didn't go according to the plan. Then there was another instance happened, though this was in May. We also had another instance in July. So I think the banks had some unfinished business, and they started to move here. On this particular expiry, if you have been looking at it, fell almost 5% from the top all-time highs because they created another all-time high. Then the weekly low got broken, and then they fell close to 10%. So one more clue here, you can clearly look at it. The way the total OI at that time for the Nifty strikes was, it was clearly going on the high rise. And don't look at the last day because it is on the expiry date. Usually you will get some of the OTM strikes unwinding and so on. That's the reason you won't be able to see much. But on the other hand, there was not much of an OI buildup throughout the series for the put. So this data is going to be very crucial when you are tracking it. Okay, so this data is going to be very crucial for tracking this. Now, this is how the chart was looking at. They broke the 5%, fell lower, and then went higher, trapping some of these people. And in the next 15, 20, or 30 days, they started to fall further and further. So, this particular time, the market was trading somewhere around 12,000 odd levels, went up to like 10,600 odd levels. Then from there, they started to go higher and higher. Guys, all these are at a time when the global markets were also supportive and everything. Currently, the global markets are supportive and our markets are completely doing a different picture because Dow has not corrected the way it needed to be. It is still trading near to the all-time highs. We have almost corrected 7% from there. Yes, there were a lot of domestic cues also coming into the picture, but these are some things which is needed to be looked at. Again, in the month of January 2020, when the COVID crisis, prior to the COVID crisis, the market made an all-time high, fell from there, and you can look at the way the data has been moving here. On this particular time, yes, the data was not that much bearish. Why I say that? Because the open interest was almost similar on both the call and the put, but still, you would have seen a small and a steady progress and one major fall which happened. So this was the move, and then they made a move higher, and then like within 2 3 days the move happened, and you guys know what was this move is all about, right? So this particular one, before they make the all-time high, they fell pretty hard. This particular fall is purely because of the COVID and everything, but the fall was pretty significant. Then comes Jan 2021. Even in this, unfortunately, the market, though it has fell from all-time high from 5%, the weekly low didn't break. Okay, so weekly low, as long as it is getting protected, we are still on the safe side. So this is how the weekly low, they were not able to break it and close it below. And then the market went higher. There was a minor correction. And then again, it couldn't come and touch that low and then started moving it higher and higher. So now comes the most crucial element. So 2021, again, a similar scenario played out in the month of November, went and broke that low. Then they started to fall, tanker, and then there was a bigger fall which happened up to like 16,000. So from almost 18 odd thousand, they went to 16, and then the bounce happened. This is another scenario in 2022. So guys, every time, literally every time, these guys have broken the 5%. It is a clear plan that has been played. There will be intraday bounce and several bounce during the course of the play, but positionally, you are bound for some correction, which has eventually happened. So even if it is not happening immediately, they are ensured that within the month or two, they are going and hitting that. So this is another instance in October 2023. So always look for the index whenever it is hitting the all-time highs, and if it is correcting, breaking the weekly low of 5%, 99% of the time they have went and corrected more than 10%. So this is in 2023 where they couldn't break the weekly low. And that's the reason we were able to see this is a weekly low and they were able to keep on maintaining the momentum and then moving it. Now the latest scenario. So the latest scenario is, are we looking at it? Look at the way the data has transformed, right? Earlier, we used to see only 2 crore, 3 crore open interest. Look at what has been happening now. The overall open interest has gone close to 15 crore to 20 crore kind of a level. And this is like in the liquidity which I've been talking about. So market is flooded with liquidity. Plenty of players are coming in. They wanted to keep taking the markets to new highs. And this is literally, as long as the liquidity is going to be there, though, I think this is one reason where SEBI said, I think yesterday's news was that we don't want to be tagged as like in the biggest derivative market in the world. We don't want that name to be there associated with us because this clearly proves where we were in 2016, 2018, and 19 to where we are today. And plenty of people have taken F&O markets as in like in a biggest market and they wanted to keep trading actively. This is just the Nifty. Those days we had only Nifty expiry week, monthly expiry, and Bank Nifty weekly expiry was there, but not this kind of a volume. But imagine only Nifty in this. We now have finnifty, midcap Nifty, Bank Nifty, and then like a Nifty and next 50, sensex 50, bank X. Look at the number of instrument, and in spite of all of this, still if you are able to create this much of an open interest, which clearly says the amount of people who are getting into the FNO markets. Now, we have broken the five, like in a 5%. Weekly low is broken. Now, where is the next stop? So when you're looking at this data, this was the weekly low which got broken, and now you can clearly see the 24,689. I was telling you keep a focus on that particular level a couple of weeks back, right? So once that level is getting broken, I'll just show you the chart. So this was the level wherein I was keenly focusing on. As long as this low is not getting broken and other things, this is absolutely fine. But now that they have broken it, I'm expecting all the way up to like 24,000. And one more data also, I presented it to you a couple of days back if you have been seeing it. Every year, these guys tend to go and hit the 200-day moving average. Okay, so the 200-day moving average was supposed to get hit on that election day, which was pretty close to that. Almost we came near to that, they couldn't hit it. But if historically, if you go and look at the charts, every year they would have gone and hit the 20-day moving average, simple moving average, they would have hit it. And there is another interesting scenario also. Uh, there are days wherein they have like a yearly pattern, they have a 4 year pattern, they have an 8 year pattern, they have 16-year pattern. In the 8 year or the 4 year pattern, if you go and look at it, they will go and touch the EMA. Not only our markets, most of the major markets. Whenever they have gone and hit the all-time highs, they've always gone back and hit the 200-day EMAs on the 4 year cycle. That is on the weekly. So that is something which we have shared a couple of days back on the Telegram channel. If you have not checked the Telegram channel, I would want you to go and check that post because we have given a detailed hint on how they have been playing it in the past as well. I'll just see if I can get you that post. Just, I think, okay. So this is the one. So, and one more crucial element here. I'll just see if I can increase it. Yeah. There is one more crucial element to it. Look at this. They're coming and hitting that particular level. And I wanted you to look at the number of bars that got created and the number of days. Okay. So this was one of the longest one between 2005 to 2008. 1848 days. They were not even touching it. And then they came and broke it. Then came the next cycle, which is for 763 days. Then they came and hit it. Then 434, the numbers got shorter. Then came 875 days, then came and hit it. Then come 1477. Now we are in a current cycle of 1484. Still, we are not even there in terms of the 1848, 264 bars. Now we are almost there at 212 bars with a bigger volume. And if you look at the volumes here, in terms of the volume, 125, 89, 44, 99, 312, and 345, there has been a significant jump in terms of the volume which has happened. Okay, so that is something which we needed to be really careful about at this current juncture. Now, talking about this, where is this particular level? It is somewhere around 18,700 odd range. So imagine the people who are saying, Shiva, like we have seen everything, the correction is done, and I wanted to keep seeing the markets moving higher. Guys, historically, these things have happened. Historically, these things have happened. Longer it stretches, bigger the fall is. Whatever we have noticed, we have always seen longer it stretches, and when we have a vertical rally towards the end, we have seen the biggest vertical falls in the past. So it's not to scare you, it is just to present you the data, how things have evolved in the past and how it is being done and what you can expect in the future. I don't think this particular data is not presented to you by anyone. So that's the reason we thought we will provide you this data, both from an OI perspective and also from the data perspective. So tell me honestly, have you seen the OI data the way it has been presented to you? I don't think anybody would have given you this kind of an overall data, how the market was having the OI data at that particular time, how it changed, how it evolved. Plus, now when you look at it, what are the levels which I'm currently looking at it? These are some of the levels which I wanted you to notice. So currently, This is how the things have played out. So whenever there is a fall from the all-time high, the dates have been presented, whenever the weekly low, and whether they have achieved the 10%, even this time they have broken it. You can look at the history. Whenever they have broken, except one time, almost literally every other time they have hit it at S, 99%. So the current situation, as of now, the Nifty has fallen close to 7 odd percent from the all-time high, and this weekly low was crucial, and that got broken. That is 24,689. We may potentially see another 10% fall from the all-time highs. Okay, so following the historical pattern. So, what are the levels which I will be keenly watching? If 24,689 is broken, I'll be keenly watching for 23,895 and 21,273. So, the next support, in case if the market is moving, so what was the level at which it came yesterday? So it is around like 24,500 odd level, right? That is today. So it came around somewhere around 24,450 odd levels. I'll just give me a second. So look at this. It almost came near to the 24,500 odd levels. I'm expecting more and more somewhere around the 24,300 where we might be getting one dot of support, 24,000. Then comes the crucial element, which will be around 21 to 73. So if this support is getting broken for some reason, if you are not able to get like another similar one, then yes, watch out for 21 to 73. So these two levels is where I will be, say for example, if the current fall is happening around 5 to 6%, and if I would have added something in my portfolio for the long term, when it comes here, I might add another 5%. When it comes here, I might add another 10%. So these are historical levels wherein you can expect some kind of a support to be coming in. And my biggest bet will be near to that 18,000 series for some reason if we are able to get to that particular level. If not, I'll be happy. If there is an opportunity, I should be ready to deploy. Now I will come and tell you the reasons why many are like getting frightened. Before we do that, let's do a quick poll. Okay, let's do a quick poll to see how your portfolios have been looking at. I know many of you would have been starting to play on the SIPs, or many of you would have starting to play on the stocks wherein you would have bought like in a huge quantity and so on, thinking that India is a growing market and we are going to be having the growth for the next 10, 20 years. Yes, definitely yes. But the bigger question mark is at this current juncture, whether are we going to be moving quickly towards that area wherein the markets can keep growing like this forever? No. Historically, there have been corrections which has happened. It will throw out some of the weekends. Imagine if you're a first-time investor who came into the market similar to me in 2007. I was only looking at the euphoria which was getting built up during that particular period, and I didn't know anything about the markets. When I came into the markets, already the market has almost literally seen a peak, and market was correcting around 5 to 10%. Okay, so market was trying to correct around 5 to 10%. Some of the stocks my colleagues and my friends or my like best buddy who bought it at around 1,200 was available at 600 rupees. Currently, the same scenario is playing out. Some of the stocks are exceedingly well done, superb. It would have gone to 10,000. Now it would be available at around 6,000. So, what is thinking? When your friend is holding at 10,000 and if you're able to get the same stock at 6,000, what you'll be saying? Oh no, man, this guy has bought it at 10,000. Let me buy it at 6,000 with whatever the money which I have. Initially, I was trying to invest around 1 lakh at that time. Okay, so when I was investing around 1 lakh, I thought, okay, this should be good. And I never thought that I will require more funding to average it on the downside. Then the 600 became 500, 500 became 400, 400 became 300, 300 became 200, and it went up to 120. A stock which was rallying in 2007 at 1200 came to a level of 120 within a year and a half. Imagine if you'd have deployed your cash, entire cash at 600, when it came to 120, you will want to panic. You will not be able to hold the particular stock because you are thinking that the stock can go further 50 or 100, like in a zero or whatever that is. That's exact reason many people quit the equity markets and then they will say, this is not mine. This is not mine. That's the reason I'm warning you. It's not the time for us to keep deploying the entire capital what we have. It is the time for us to keep accumulating the position for every correction if you're a long-term player. Imagine if you're a short-term player who has made money, who has invested during the COVID, and if you're sitting on a significant profit, it is time for you to look at the portfolio. I don't know how many of you have noticed, both in the US and the Indian markets, what are the stocks or the sectors which has performed in the previous bull run, they won't be performing in the next bull run. For that matter, some of the stocks won't even be there in the next bull run. So if you look at some of the data, I think there were a couple of polls which came in. There were a lot of people who were saying like these stocks will be there for the next 20, 30 years. No, even the best companies in the world, both in US and India, they've all gone out of business. Talk about IBM, talk about Cisco, talk about Enron, talk about Exxon. Do you see any of these guys in the Dow 30 or Dow 50, whatever that you're seeing now? No, you won't. Similarly, there were a lot of stocks which were part of the Nifty 50 earlier are not even there. IFCI, I don't know how many of you know that particular company. Okay, so that particular company had a huge stake in NSE and also they had a stake in the IDBI Bank and so on. That was supposed to be part of Nifty 50 earlier. Now it is, I don't think whether it is even considered in the midcap or not. So there used to be a period where all these companies which are part of Nifty 50 will go down the drain and you will see a new sector and a new stock emerging based on the new technology, based on the new opportunities which is going to be present in the next 10 to 20 years. Who knows? Zomato can be there. Ola currently it is down the drain in terms of the customer feedback and everything. If they are able to improve and they can move, then you will see Ola coming down. The new sectors may come and thrive, whereas the old sectors, some of them will go down the drain. So that is something which I wanted you guys to be looking at when you're choosing and picking and choosing the stock for the next 5, 10 years. Remember, similar to trade, like in trading, even in investing, it will require a lot of your churn. Not every stock that you hold in your portfolio is going to give you long term rewards. But what good thing will happen is don't try to focus on one or two stocks. When you're trying to diversify in different sectors. And when you're diversifying in different sectors, don't choose only one stock in that particular sector, choose three or four. Why? Even in the best of business, some of the companies may not be able to perform well, but some of them will be able to perform beautifully. So when you're choosing out of five, there are one or two companies which will outperform in that particular sector. And I'm telling you, what are the stocks which out of 10, if eight is not giving you the reward, the remaining two will not only take care of your like in the next generation, it will create a generational wealth as well. Okay, so it has been proven and it has been happening. But the people who are slowly concentrating on, say, for example, there are people who think that they don't want to invest in the quality in terms of the Bharti Airtel or in the Geo, but they would wanted to go and pick up a lot of quantity in idea. So idea, if it wins, you will be successful. But imagine if idea is going to be going like going down the drain the way they are, then yes, it's a done and dusted. Whatever the money which you would have invested, it's everything is gone. Several people was betting on the JP Associate. Several people were betting on the RNR, the Reliance Capital, the Reliance Infrastructure. All these stocks have gone down significantly. So it's up to you to choose which you prefer, and at the same time, which don't just blindly pick one or two. You needed to have a basket. That basket can help a lot. The same goes with the IT as well, right? If you'd have been holding Infi, you would have been in a different picture. If you'd have been holding TCS, yes, different picture. But if you'd have been holding Satyam, it's gone down the drain. That's exactly the story which played out. So, with all that being said, these are the levels, and please ensure that it's your portfolio and you know the end day and where how you wanted to handle it, whether you wanted to handle for the long term or not. So each of you have your own aspirations, how you wanted to make money. The mistake which I did is putting my entire money into the equity market. That's a big mistake. So whatever with along with 1 lakh, slowly I started averaging, and it went up to like 10 lakh. My entire saving was done at the time, and that 10 lakh became 1 lakh within a year. Then naturally, any novice trader or investor will panic, and that exactly happened with me. And I had to book my losses, and I thought saying that I can never be an equity investor. But that gave me a good lesson. In 2011-12, I started doing a SIP. But 2007-8, The worst period to get into the market, that still haunts me. Okay, so when you're getting into the market and when you're losing everything in the first couple of years, you will feel as if like, oh no, man, I have made so much of money in the past 5 6 years and lose it all in 1 year. It literally like can drains you out. So that's the reason I keep telling people, don't blindly think that no, I will invest everything for this 5% correction, guys. We haven't witnessed what the markets needed to show. Okay, so and the way the FIs have been selling, because they've just sold only 1 or 2% of their holdings. If you're thinking this is correction, they have just sold only 1 or 2% of their holdings. And there has been a wrong notion which has been given to all of you, stating that we don't need FIIs. All we need is only DII money. We will be able to take to the market to the new highs. Then look at what has been happening. Why the DIIs are not even able to go make a new high in spite of the FIIs pulling money? You guys are putting more money than them, right? If you are able to put more money than them, why you guys are not even able to keep the markets there? So guys, don't even believe in all these stories stating that no, there are few people who will be able to make money. That is like, because imagine if you start the SIP, stop the SIP, then the mutual fund industry will be gone, the domestic institutions will be gone. They all require it. I wouldn't say that you needed to completely stop, but do it in a systematic way. Don't try to go all in just because someone is saying, no, this is the best time to put all in. The best time to put all in is when the PE ratios goes below around 10. Okay, currently it is in a not even extremely overbought, not extremely oversold territory, but I wouldn't go at this juncture all in. Okay, there are better things to do. And most important thing, don't try to keep 100% of your cash in the equity. Diversify. Some in FD, some in gold, some in debt, some in equity, some in SIP. You just needed to diversify it. Don't think about only equity markets can give you returns in the long term. No, there are periods where the equity market returns will be absolutely nil. Absolutely nil. If you'd have been buying, say, for example, a Kotak stock like Kotak, in the last 4 5 years, it would not have given you major results. The same goes with HDFC, or in the past 6 months to 1 year, if you'd have been looking at Reliance, it would not have given you major results. Okay, so there are companies in fact, like, and I think yesterday, IndusInd Bank, it was making a 52-week low. So there will be a period where some of the stocks won't even be performing, and I wanted you guys to be very careful where whatever the money that you're investing in. So the crucial thing, the switch price action will be pivotal. The breaking 24,689 could be signaling further weakness, which we are already seeing it. And all the bounce currently is being used as an opportunity to sell. If we are seeing Nifty is in the green, the Bank Nifty is pulling the down. And if you are seeing the Bank Nifty is in the green, Nifty is pulling it down. So we are like they are having a sector rotation in terms of the stocks and then trying to drag the markets. Now, coming into the trading arena, and many who wanted to ask about how the trading mindset needed to be with the new things which has been happening, whatever the changes which has been happening every other day, you are getting to see some or the other change which has been coming up, right? So people have been like and having a thought whether I should be able to continue as a full-time trader, whether I should be doing it. Yes, there will be roadblocks. For each and every business, there will be a roadblock. There will be like in a statutory roadblock. There will be like in a business roadblock. There will be wherein the human resource roadblock. Everything will be happening. Markets is also in that kind of a stage. Markets is also in that kind of a stage where you are getting to see the regulator is coming hard on whatever the data that being done. So there are few things which is happening. I know it will be like tough to digest in the long run, but if there is a change and if we are not able to adapt to the change, then it is something which we needed to be worrying about more than the regulator. Yes, the regulator has been doing this. It's right from like since the day I have started seeing 2007 8, they have been doing this regularly. Okay, so those days the margins used to be around 40x, 50x. We used to enjoy it. You just needed to have only 1 lakh. You will be able to buy both on the option buying and selling. You will be able to buy and sell close to 40x. That's pretty huge, right? Whether it is stock options or stock futures, every broker will be giving you like a higher margin and they will encourage you to trade. Yes, there is a bigger possibility of you blowing up your account within 15 minutes, 10 minutes. But those days were also there. That came down. Then the sellers are complaining, no, how can these guys do it? If they are going to be reducing the margins, how will I be able to sell more lots and other things? Still, they were there. They are there. They are still going to be there. They will be there in the future also. So the changes is going to be constant, and it's we who needed to adapt to those changes. So the SEBI and whatever the things which has been done, they have done it in terms of the stability and the investor protection. Now, think from your perspective. Okay, think from your perspective. I know many wanted to aspire to be a full-time trader, but to do that, are we ready to consider that as a business, or are we just coming here to do some gambling, make some money, get out of the market? Many traders who come in, they just wanted to make sure that, okay, I come with the markets this month and my salary was around 50,000. Out of the 50,000, I take 20,000, put it in the market, do a hero or zero, get another 20, 30,000, so that I can live an expansive lifestyle. So they just go for some luxurious things based on the expectation that they will be able to double some of the capital that they bring in the market to increase their lifestyle. And what they do, not only that, 90% they also tend to take personal loans, credit card loans, and everything. Why? They think that credit card loans are coming at around 18 or 20%, and personal loans are coming at around 12%. Let me take that. Earning 25 to 30% in a single day is profitable for me. I will be able to make it. Imagine if I'm able to get a 10 lakh personal loan, and all I needed to do is just like pay around 10% or 12% interest, right? Imagine if I'm able to make 100% return, then I will be easily be able to pay off. That is where the bigger mistake comes in. Once you are taking money as a debt, and then when you are trying to play in the market, loans always kill you. Credit card loans, personal loans always kill you. So never ever go and take a loan to take trades in the market. If you have some money that is affordable that you can afford to lose, then better to come into the F&O markets. Otherwise, I would strictly say never even come into the markets. Only freedom that can give you is only when you are trading with your own money that you can afford to lose. Even during the 2007-8, during when I lost the investment amount, I still, yes, I felt bad. But good news is I was not down and out. Why? It is the money which I saved it for several years, which is gone. But imagine at that time, if I'd have borrowed and then traded, I would have been in a deeper ship and I would have never been able to recover. 90% of the traders go out of the markets purely for that reason. Why? There will be a period wherein you will. I know it is F&O is going to be an addiction. It is bigger addiction than the gambling that you do in casino or the one which you're going to be doing in the horse trading and everything. F&O is a bigger addiction than any other method that you would be seeing in the world today. But it also going to be giving you an excellent opportunity to earn money than anything else in this world. Imagine today, with a sheer quick 1 hour, I was able to make this. Imagine if you're able to consistently make for 20 days. Okay. What will be my salary? It's around 30 lakhs in a month. Imagine I just needed to make this. And after paying around 30% as taxes and everything, then still I'd be able to take home around 20 lakhs. Imagine a person in India sitting at home, just working for 1 hour. If he is able to make around 20 lakhs, that means I'm going to be doubling my capital with the same momentum if I'm able to get it. Do you think it is realistic every day? No. If the market is giving an opportunity, if there is a move and everything, then it is a possibility. But otherwise, never ever. Correct? So don't set the expectation that once you hit the mark, next day I needed to hit 2 lakhs, next day 2.5 lakhs, next day 3 lakhs. That mindset is what making you all make mistakes. You just needed to have a target. Tell yourself that with the capital of around 20 lakhs and all I need is just 10,000 or 20,000. But there will be days wherein, like today, wherein you would have been wanting to exit, but the market would have given you a bigger room. Then accept it. Accept it with both hands and then get out of the market. That's the best way to do it rather than fighting with the markets. Keep your expectations lower. Keep your expectations lower. There's even if you're able to make 10 rupees out of the market in a day, that's not your money, you're earning it. That's not your money, you're earning it. That means you should be feeling proud. But the bigger problem is many a times traders make money in the morning, tend to lose it, including me. I've also done that mistake several times in the past. Why? We think that market is an ATM wherein we can go and keep on swiping the card every now and then keep taking money. But yes, ATMs also says, Shiva, Whatever the money, bigger notes which I had, I have given it to you in the morning. Now, if you are trying to take it, your card can get blocked, or you are like, and we don't have the money to give it to you. There is a possibility that you might lose everything. So that's the reason I keep insisting people: if you're able to make money in the morning, then better to stay alive. Out of profit, taking a risk out of 10% of your profit or 5% of your profit, that's a big different ball game. But losing our entire profit and losing our capital, that will literally haunt us in a long, long time. Then we will always be in the fighting zone. We will keep trying to fight with the markets. Then it will never be an end game at all. Okay, so most important thing as a trader, adapt to the new changes which is going to be there. If you're going to be keep complaining, then market is not for you. If you are a trader, we just needed to adapt. Things will evolve. You and me are not the decision makers. The decision makers are the bigger ones who thinks that what is good for the country and the society, they have been doing it. Remember, there is plenty of money which is going out of India due to the options market. Whatever the money that the retail is losing, it is all going into the foreign entities, and these entities don't even need to pay the taxes. Yes, the taxation culture and other things needed to change because we have been taxed so much, and our money is going abroad. And there have been like people thinking that it's a zero sum game. It's a negative sum game. It's a negative sum game. Why I say that? Just look at this. I'll just show you a small thing. Just give me a second. Okay. Now, I need a character name for this. I wanted at least 5 characters. Okay. Just give me another 4 more names. Who are the 4 who wanted to volunteer yourself? Guys, I'm just using it as an example. Okay. So I don't want you guys to feel bad, but I just needed like 4 more names. Okay. So whom I can use it for this example? Okay. So first one is Deepak. Glad, my friend's name. Karthik. Then comes Arjun. Uh, I see the last name being Ravi. Guys, sorry to miss out the other ones because there are way too many names which is scrolling on the screens. So I may not be able to use everyone, but these are the 5 characters whom we are going to be witnessing now in the market, how it is going to be played out. Why I say it is a negative sum game? Beginning of the day, this is all the capital is with all of us. So overall, 5 lakhs, 2 lakhs, 3 lakh, 5 lakh, and 10 lakh. 10, 15, 20, 25 lakhs. Beginning of the day, we have people coming into the markets with 25 lakhs. Because these are all like domestic investors. I just wanted to give you a quick clue how the market's money is going out. People who think that it is a zero sum game, now you will understand. Ravi and Shiva are really good in today because they were buying the puts and the markets were falling, and these guys are buying calls. So end of the day, what has happened is Shiva has made around 3 lakhs. This is a plus. And Ravi has made around 7 lakhs. This money is gone from these people. What has happened here? Deepak played a hero or zero. He lost his entire money. Again, Karthik played a hero or zero. He lost his entire money. Now, 3 plus 7, 10. Already 5 is gone. So our man has lost around 5 lakhs. Everybody will be thinking this, right? That means Shiva and Deepak are going to be sitting on a 3 lakh profit. This guy is going to be sitting on a 7 lakh profit. But these guys are going to be losing. But the bigger picture is Shiva will only get around 2.8 lakhs. This 20,000 is going into the charges. Similarly, this guy is going to be making only 6.4 lakhs. This 60,000 is going into charges. If we think that hero or zero, he only loses 2 lakh, How many times your brokerage, like a broker calls you and asks you to deposit, guys, you have made a loss, deposit this because it is in the negative balance. Correct? Many a times your brokers will ask you to deposit 10,000 because if your account is in the negative balance. Now, the same way here. Okay, I'll just keep it as like my pen. This is just for your reference, guys. Can you see here? Though we are all making profits, me and Ravi are making profits. Deepak, Karthik, and Arjun, they are losing money. They are losing money, and at the same time, they are also losing money on the charges. We are also losing money on the charges, but out of our profit. But here, they not only losing their capital, they are losing it. Now, imagine overall amount is around 5, 10, 15, 25 every day. Out of this 25, without even we all notice, at least 2 lakh is going out of the system. How many of you now believe in this? How many of you now believe in this that 2 lakh is going out of the system? Correct. Almost imagine next day all these guys bringing in another 1 lakh. Okay, because they are like already tasted the blood. They said that, oh no, man, today if I would have bought a C in the last, sorry, the P in the last moment, I would have made a huge money. Next day, what is happening is Shiva has now 7.8. They are going and Deepak somehow like borrowing it from someone, bringing in 1 lakh. Same goes with Karthik. He is bringing in 1 lakh. But our man, he's having around 2 lakh in his balance. So now, even here, our man is sitting with a bigger profit, right? So now comes the second day. Now comes the second day. What's happening? Shiva is again betting on the put side, thinking that the market is going to be making a bigger fall. He has put in yesterday's move would have given him complete confidence. Shiva is putting in 7 lakh 80. Deepak says, Shiva, you won it yesterday, but today I will be the one who will make money. Okay, he is also deploying his entire capital. This guy is deploying around 12 lakhs, maybe around 12.2. Okay. So overall, they've deployed around 20. This one is around 4 lakhs. What happened on that particular day? The market gives you a literally a goosebump movement. They move almost 1,000 points on the upside, which Shiva and Ravi were never expecting it. Deepak, Karthik, and Arjun, what they did yesterday, we lost it. Today, we will go and try this old OTM strike, which is available in 10 rupees. And these guys are making today, this guy is making around 4 lakhs. This guy is making around 3 lakhs. This guy is making the remaining around 7, 13 lakhs. So what has happened? Things have changed completely. Different ball game altogether. Shiva has lost literally zero. Did he lose only zero? No. He has been paying another 35,000 in charges. So entire capital is wiped out. And what Deepak has done with 1 lakh, he was able to earn 3 lakhs. After paying charges and everything, he was able to get 3.5 lakhs. The same goes here 2.5 lakhs, here 12 lakhs, and then the entire amount is gone. He's still standing with around 3 lakhs here. So Shiva has lost everything. Deepak, Karthik, and Arjun gained everything, but still, the government didn't lose anything because the government would have got around 35,000, 20,000 again. First day, when we started the combined capital, it was around 25 lakhs. It came to 24 lakhs the next day. It came to 23 lakhs the next day. It came to 21 lakhs the following day. It came to 18 lakhs the following day. Now, when you're looking at the data, the SEBI presented the data sometime back. They said like close to 1.87 lakh crores has been lost by the domestic investor or the retail community. How is it possible, right? Many would have been thinking, how is it possible? What we all will be doing it. Once our capital is wiped out, are we leaving the account open? No. Siva immediately goes and brings some capital. He says, I will break my FD and then I will deploy another 5 or 10 lakhs into the markets. Are we not doing it? Are we not doing it? We all tend to do that, right? Why? Because we have kept our account at that particular level and we wanted the accounts to be always at that capital level. If we are maintaining that, we wanted to keep those capital again. The charges are going to be taken out from the system, the STD charges, the brokerage charges, the transaction charges, everything is going to go. The more we trade, the more the money is going to be going. If you're a smart one, if you're able to be, say, for example, there will be one guy called completely out of this, and that guy is called as Rakesh. He's like a smart investor who comes in with 25 lakhs. He earns around to 25,000 to 30,000 of 2.5 lakhs. I'm just giving you an example. Give away around 30,000 as tax. But he keeps taking, so out of 2.5 crore, he's earning around like 22.5 lakhs. Give back 30,000 as a charges. This guy is the only one. Though he is giving back the charges, he will keep on accumulating it. He's a smart guy who will keep on doing this smartly, wherein he set the expectations, he will keep on doing it. He knows he is going to be losing money as a charges, but he knows he is going to be getting some of the money from the other players, provided if he sets his expectations very clear. There is only the SEBI report says only 7% of the traders are able to make money, right? Those 7% of the traders belong to the Rakesh family. If you do not have a plan to go and trade in the market, if you're going to be deploying your entire capital in a single trade and losing it everything, that means you are not doing trading, you are only gambling. We needed more Rakesh to be in the picture. We all know it is a negative sum game, and we all have been fighting to get from each other. Guys, it's not about, we all have been fighting literally. Like, imagine if I would have made this money of 1.5 lakhs, it is from someone from you. I know it is in hard, like in a cutthroat market. We all needed to agree to that. Someone would have, it's like in someone's hard earned money which I've earned it today, but with no difficulty at all. That is how the market is going to be. It is going to be so ruthless. It is going to be so ruthless. We all needed to agree to that because we have decided that this is going to be our profession and this is going to be my business, and I wanted to do this. Then have a plan in picture. Don't blindly go and do it. Guys. So adapting to the new one and maintaining a profitability, it's going to be something which is going to be in your hand. Now, what are the things which is going to be having an impact when the new regime kicks in? First and foremost, we are going to be seeing the Nifty lot size is going to be increased from 25 to 75. The Bank Nifty is going to move from 15 to 30, and it is going to be keep moving. Imagine it is just between the 15 to 20 lakh bucket. Imagine if the SEBI has increased it to 30 or 50 lakhs down the line, this unit value will also go higher. Plus, one more thing will happen. If the unit value goes lower and lower, say for example, the indices values goes lower and lower, the unit size will keep on increasing. Okay, lower the indices value, higher the unit value will be. So keep looking out for that. What will happen in this scenario? Currently, I will be able to use only one lot buy, and I know the risk with 5,000 I can. But when the market is having a huge impact, imagine if it is going to be 75, then if I'm using one lot to buy, then my risk appetite is automatically going higher. You needed to tune your mind after November 20 to really go for it. Okay, you just needed to tune your mind. Otherwise, your losses, whatever that we are making, or profit, whatever that we are making, we will have to see like in a multifold. That means you will definitely see 4x or 5x in terms of the profit or in the losses. Traders will need to manage larger positions. Imagine today, if I'm able to quickly enter like in a 200, 300 quantities, that time one punch itself it will get like in 100 quantity, correct? Because the lot size will be higher. Now the bigger challenge is if you're buying 5 lots at a time, there you will only buy 2 lots at a time. The brokerage, yes, the number of orders will be increasing because you will be placing 1, 2 lots because of the quantity. Again, remember, brokers are also going to be losing the revenue. Why? Imagine today if you're buying 200 quantity, you don't need to buy the 200 quantity in multiple orders later, right? You just needed to buy only 1 or 2 quantity. That way, it will be easy. Next, the change will reduce the number of traders needed for the same exposure, but the brokerage cost increase if the brokers starting to increase. Guys, our every business, not only brokers, every business in India, go and look at the history and the whatever the cycle. We have always wanted to be in a up cycle. We don't want to be in the like in a downtrend at all. Imagine someone made a profit this year or a profit this quarter. If the profit is around 100 CR this quarter, they wanted to give a 15 or 20% increase in the next quarter. And if you'd have been seeing, all the companies in the corporate world will be fighting. And that is where you all will be fighting for, right? What is the Reliance profit? This quarter is around 10,000 crore. Next quarter, 11,000 crore. Next quarter, 12,000 crore. We all wanted a jump in their profits. And how can they do the jumping? By reducing the cost? No, they needed to keep increasing the cost. So if you'd have started the Geo few years back when you would have bought the plan from Geo, for a 3 month period, the plan was around 150 or 149. Then they increased it to 249. Then they increased to 389. Then they increased to 500 or 600 at this current juncture. Things will keep increasing as many are still seeing that the inflation is low and other things. But guys, realistically, you and me know that the inflation is not around 4 or 5%. We have seen a significant jump in whatever the things which we buy, right? Be it like in telecom, be it like in a what to say, half fares, or be it anything. Even for the taxi fares, what we used to pay around 400, 500 rupees has gone to 1,500. The app fares which we used to pay for like 2,000, 3,000 has gone to 5,000 or 10,000. The hotel rooms, honestly, I still don't believe like in the way the hotel room rates are getting increased. Some of the hotel room rates in tier 2 and tier 3 cities are much bigger than the rooms which we get in like in a Bangkok or Dubai or in what to say, Hanoi or some other like in a world class cities. If you're going and looking at the reasonable rooms there in a recent 4 star or a 5 star property, you'll be able to get it at 4,000 or 5,000. But in a tier 2 and a tier 3 cities, we are seeing the room rents for a particular day it's around 7,000 to 10,000. And if you're talking about inflation of 4 to 5%, I don't think we will be like, uh, I don't think that is the reality. Okay. So we just needed to keep adapting to it because everybody will be seeing that the rates will be keep moving higher. The real estate prices have gone sky roof. Some of the things wherein we, if it are planned for, say, for example, we would be saving some amount thinking that we will buy a flat next year. By the time whoever has decided, their budget was around 50 lakhs. Now the same budget would have gone to 1.5 CR. And imagine the interest that you needed to pay for the 1 crore or 1.2 crore, which you're going to be taking it from the bank. By the time you end up paying your EMIs within the 25 years or 30-year cycle, you would have paid at least 4 or 5x. And if you happen to buy it at a reasonable price, yes, the property price would give you a good jump up. But imagine if you'd have already bought it at a peak threshold. And some of the rates which I've been hearing it from the Gurgaon markets is like absolutely, I couldn't even imagine. Imagine someone buying an apartment for 50 or 100 CR in Gurgaon. Guys, I can't even still believe that I'll be living it in India. That's the kind of markets which we are seeing in. So please, reality check needed to be done. And I'm not sure whether they will be able to get a resale value when they are buying it at around 50 crore to 100 crore. And I wanted to literally know who will be staying in those homes and whether they will be able to pay the rent in case, because these guys are going to be buying it for the second or the third property for themselves. But whether they will be really be able to make money by investing that much amount in the reality, because the rental yields are going to be absolutely nil. In those scenarios, it is going to be very difficult for them to make money. So consider that. Now, with all this, for a seller, yes, the margins are going to be increasing significantly. Earlier, we were thinking about small retail sellers. They wanted to discourage them. Someone who is having like in a 2 lakh capital, if they're able to sell 1, 2 lots, they may not be able to do that in the near future. With weekly expiries going away, with monthly expiries going to be there, we are going to be seeing more and more of these things in the coming future. Let's try to adapt. Next, the brokerage adjustments. Since traders will start to place fewer orders due to increased lot size, as I tell, the brokers doesn't like their revenues going down. What they will do, already their rebate is gone. Okay, NSE has taken away the rebates, but they will be able to make some money out of the discount referral that they have been doing it. Now, the bigger question mark is if the number of lots are going to be say for example, the unit are going to be increased, the number of orders that will be placed by the trader will be coming down. So in that sense, you are going to be seeing the brokers are going to be increasing their brokerage. So already few have started doing it. From zero, they have gone to 10 and so on. There will be few brokers who will go from 20 to 30 or 35. We may never know. But as a scalper, for me, it is going to be an impact. Okay. As a scalper, it's going to be an impact. That's where I'm looking for an unlimited trading plan. Who knows? Who knows? There was a period, Zerodha break the industry when there was a like a high brokerage and everything. I think Upstocks and Zerodha came into the picture. They reduced the brokerage by a huge deal by giving a flat 20 rupees per order plan. Okay, that literally changed the broking industry completely few years back. Now there could be a new entrant. We do not know whether it can be Geo Finance who can come into the picture using it as an advantage, come and offer you an unlimited plan which you cannot resist. So that there can be something which can be happening because in a bigger scheme of things, anything is possible. So I'm expecting some big broker to come in and say, guys, I'm just going to be offering you an unlimited plan with this going to be at a reasonable cost, and you're going to be enjoying unlimited. This industry is ready for a revamp, and it is very much a possibility. So currently there are few brokers who have been offering that, and we have, luckily for us, the TradeSmart is there where we have a tie with them, and we get an unlimited plan wherein we can do unlimited trades. There is no restriction. There are few players who are saying you can only place $100 or $200 for this particular plan, but here we don't have any restrictions. We can place as many quantities wanted. So those of you who are looking for the link, I will be sharing the link in the group here. So don't worry about it. In the meantime, in case if you require the teams, we will also be helping you out. You can just reach out to support@voipulse.com. Our team will also help you out on that. I'll be sharing the link after the session. So you can use the account opening link and then you can start trading. So, as a scalper, we just needed to adjust the strategies. Instead of going for large quantities, I will reduce my quantities and then say, for example, number of orders and then adapt to that significantly. One more thing, with the increased quantity, current volatility which is there, it is good. But when it comes to the bigger volatility, once the VIX crosses around 20, currently the VIX is around 14.4. If the VIX crosses around 2025, then the premiums will go higher. Then the number of orders which you are placing will come down drastically. You needed to be ready for that. That is again going to be very important, guys. Don't try to approach the market the way you are doing it now. Okay. Angel 1 is currently not available because there are some API restrictions, but we will soon add them also in the one click. Okay, so we are trying to talk to their management. We just needed some changes to be done on their API structure. Once it is done, then we will add API for the Angel 1 as well. So there is going to be a period. Those of you who are not able to adapt to the new environment, I wanted you guys to take a month or two break. Observe it. Because nobody knows how it is going to be behaving once the volumes are going to be drying up after November. So if you're not sure how to trade in month of December, I wanted you to take a step back, take a break. It's absolutely fine. Business also needed to take some break. We cannot continuously think about like making a move on the upside. No, not possible. Take a break, observe the markets for a period of a month or two. Many who have been asking, Shiva, will the bank nifty volumes will change? Yes, there is going to be an opportunity for it to change. Okay, because the future volume might drastically come down or it may increase. The options volume, whatever that is coming down, can go into the equity markets or in the futures market. We have to wait and watch. So, in that process, don't try to do the same way how you have been doing it today. You needed to change your approach. So focus on quality, not on the quantities. As I keep telling you, I will be looking at more on the delta point of view. So higher the delta, higher it is better for the buyers. So I will be focusing on the delta rather than going for the OTM quantities and size. And reducing the quantity will also be a good idea. So don't try to have the same kind of quantity what you have been doing. Imagine if you think that Shiva, I will not be able to control myself, then remove some of the capital from your account. Imagine if you're trading with like 20 lakhs today, then keep it around 3 or 4 lakhs. See how you are able to adapt to the new environment, then slowly increase your capital. Don't keep thinking that, no, I'm not going to be getting affected by the new regime change. I will continue to do what I'm doing. Things can just change in a overnight. Okay. So, as I told you, lower your risk, and then stick to strong support and resistance levels. That's the reason we have given you all those data points where I'm looking at for the monthly, where I'm looking at for the yearly, where I'm looking at for the daily. So all these sessions I'll try to do more so that whenever there is an opportunity, I'll showcase you what are the things which I am be noticing something which is strange or anything. And one more thing, avoid emotional trade. I know many would think that there are few traders. Let me ask you this question. There are few traders who think that, okay, before November 20, I think I needed to make tons of money because the new expiry regime is going to be coming in and I will not be able to make money. In the next 1 month, let me do all the hero or zero. Let me do how much ever trading I can to do it in the finnifty, midcap nifty, bank X, and so on. How many of you are in that list? Trust, trust me, you are not the only one. There are plenty out there who are thinking that I'm not going to get an opportunity to trade. I will definitely do whatever that is possible. Correct? Please, this is for you. Don't get emotional. As I keep telling you, you can love your wife, you can love your kids, but never ever love your positions in the market. Don't have an emotions with the markets. Okay? Don't have emotions in the market. That's important. Please do that. Guys, I will be taking the questions. Just wait for some time. Let me complete the session and then I will be taking the questions for 15 20 minutes. Don't worry about it. But don't try to post your questions now and then because I may not be able to see all the queries which is getting posted because I've been addressing you, looking at you, and then answering all the things. Now coming into the markets, market at this juncture, Nifty is around 90 points and Bank Nifty, which is having an expiry, is around 50 points in the red. Nifty is in the green. So keep an eye on the volume indicators, especially the volume spike. If you see volume spike coming up, and if there is a possible breakout, do not blindly follow only one volume spike because when the new regime kicks in, you will be seeing a lot of this. The liquidity will get dried up, and you will see sudden volume spikes happening. And if the volume spikes are not followed by another volume spike, then that can be a false alarm. So please be careful in those scenarios. Don't try to pitch in and go join it thinking that it is a breakout, then that can be a false breakout and you can get yourself trapped. Now, stick to your strategy, manage the risk. Am I going to change my strategy? No. Only thing is, I will reduce my quantity, see how it is playing out, and then get into the play. Only thing is, we just needed to keep refining what we have been doing rather than completely changing ourselves. Yes, as a seller, if earlier you were able to sell so much, now the quantities might come down. You have to adapt to that. That's the only thing which we needed to do. Don't let the slow market force impulsive decision. There will be a period market may not like this decision at all. Markets will say, okay, I'm going to be taking a break. Every major player, if someone imagine the guys who are moving the markets, if they're going to be taking a break, what will happen to the markets? Markets may not do anything at all. As a buyer and seller, you will be splitting for the volatility. As a scalper, I want volatility. And if it is not going to be available, then we all will be taking, like, and I needed to take a bigger break. That's the reason I keep insisting people don't think and plan your life based on the money that you're going to be earning from the market. Never ever do that. The money which you're going to be coming from the markets, it can maybe help you the future generations, but not for you. That's how way you should be preparing yourself. Now, with all that being said, I know the market's going to be like a tricky one, not only in the near future, it might be a tricky one in the long run as well. But that should never let you to think that no, I'm going to be completely staying away. No, never do that. Talking about that, how many of you wanted this PPT actually to be shared? How many of you literally wanted this PPT, whatever that we have discussed so far? Because it has, we have taken so much of efforts, time and efforts to collate all this information from various timelines. I don't think anybody would be having this particular kind of data anywhere in the market. Nobody would have presented you how the Nifty has played out in the last 7 years and how things have evolved then and now. Okay, so all I wanted you to do is just tag us on the Twitter on this particular ID. Then all the people who have been tagging it, you all will be like getting this PPT without failing that. I'll just give you the Twitter ID. Please share your feedback. It is sent. Just Shiva123. And all who have tracking the accounts, you will be getting it Okay. So apart from this, tomorrow again we have a session in Tamil. This is on our sister channel, the Scalper Pros. The session again will start at around like 10 in the morning tomorrow. So don't be late tomorrow session because it is going to be another one. Okay. And so all of you who will be tagging, giving your feedback on today, you all will be getting the PPT which has been shared in the session. And those of you who have been looking where to join the YouTube channel for the next live sessions. I think the YouTube channel link is available. If you have not subscribed the button, just click on the subscribe button. And can I see a thumbs up whether you guys have liked the session, today's session, before we go on to the next one in terms of addressing all your queries. And guys, those of you who have been looking for the link for the okay, so this is our Telegram channel, which has close to 37,000 odd members. And those of you who have been looking for the plan, I think we have posted few days back. I'll just check the link and then share it again. So we have given all the clues here itself in case someone was not. Yes, this is the one. Okay, so the link is available here. Okay, so those of you who are looking for the unlimited trading plan, the link is being shared. I will share it once again for the benefit of everyone. Just give me a second. Okay, the link is being shared. So click on this link. Once you open it, just add funds. Then you can change the plan as 3999 unlimited plan, and you will be able to get like in the API integrated with one click, and then you will be able to do it. So those of you who have not even opened the one click and who are looking for the opportunity for both OI Pulse and one click, use this annual offer which is currently available. You can get both OI Pulse and one click using the promo code SPARK. I'll just tell you how to buy. Just click on the OI Pulse. Once you register yourself, go on to the OI Pulse plans. Here we have GoPro, Go Annual, and Go Annual Combo. Go Annual Combo is combination of both OI Pulse and one click. Click here. You will be able to enter the promo code here. The promo code field, enter Spark. You will get a flat 50% discount. Once you buy it, what else you will be able to get it? You will be able to get not only 50% off, you will also be able to get the entire mentoring sessions which we have done recently. So this particular recording will be available. So those of you, because this is going to be the last mentoring program which we said, for Tamil, yes, we are planning for some sessions. I will definitely let you know. But for the English, we told very clearly this will be the last mentoring program. But yes, we might do some sessions in the future. We have also given you all the strategy materials. Whatever the materials which we have used, everything has been shared here. We also given you the synopsis. Plus, all of you who are attending the session, we will also be giving you the soft copy of the Trader's Mindset series, which we have done. That is a psychology book. So all the synopsis and everything has been provided here. So if you look at it, each and every day during the session, what are the things which has happened? We have given a clear synopsis, and the finality synopsis will be around close to 360 odd pages. So the entering mentoring sessions, we have taken so much of efforts, combined every data, whatever that you would have witnessed on that particular day, everything has been provided here. So all the strategy documents, everything has been shared. Okay, so you will be able to download all the materials here, but you will be able to only view the recordings. You will be able to see the recordings till end of this year, that is 31st December 2024. Okay, so all you needed to do is click on this recording links, view now, and then copy this password. Once you paste that, you will be able to watch the recording. Okay, so once you play it, you will be watch it so you can watch as many times during this period. Okay, so that's something which is available only for the people who are buying during this because this is a small thing which we thought as a goodwill gesture during the Diwali, we thought we will give it to all the people who are buying both OI Pulse and One Click. So, and also we promised today's session because we're done. So those of you who are looking for tomorrow's session, yes, you can. Okay, now I'll try to address as many queries as possible. When you're going to be adding ICICI Direct, we will be adding ICICI Direct as once they are making some changes which needed to be done. Once that is done, then we will be able to. I've taken 1 month black combo plan. Vijay, reach out to our support team. They will be able to help you out. Thank you so much. Really great. The shows you're Thank you so much, guys. And yes, now you can post your queries, whatever that you have. We will definitely try to do that. Okay, so those of you who have not availed the plan, please do it because this is not going to be lasting forever. So, what to do when there is a 600% change in OI, the trending OI in less than 6 minutes? Bhavesh, those are the times which are extraordinary, right? Like all of a sudden, if there is a move which is happening, and if it is happening with the volume, then I will go with the direction. If it is not, then I will avoid that particular trade. I brought already the combo plan. Will like get the membership free. If you have bought the like in a combo plan in the last couple of days, then this is part of the Diwali. Then you will immediately be able to see the mentoring session pay. How about the one who is earning only 2K a day and have already left the job for 3 plus years now and have the experience of 4 plus years? Today continues journey in the market. Pritesh, it's about your need, how you're going to be looking at the need. The markets are going to be there. And if you are able to consistently make that money and if you're already in profit zone, then I would continue to maintain this and then continue to trade in the markets. HDFC, guys, there are few brokers like HDFC, ICICI, Angel One, all these brokers, we are trying to have them on board, but there are few API changes which is required. Once that changes is done, then we will add them on board. If my ETF is bought that has been divided stocks in, how will it be paid? Guys, ETF is bought, then it will be paid as ETF only. So you can only buy and sell the ETFs. It may not be like when you buy something and then the ETFs can be sold as individual stocks. No, that cannot be. Okay, can we shift to Sensex? Yes, as I told you sometime back, Sensex can be the next Bank Nifty, but it might take some time. Okay, so once the Bank Nifty volumes come down, the people will look for an opportunity. Then the Sensex will slowly pick up. Currently, the Sensex futures doesn't trade it much. So once the Sensex futures are getting volume, then you will see bigger stability coming in Sensex. But it will take some time. But we needed to be ready. When can we expect one click in iOS and the app? Guys, app is something which might take some time, maybe around 6 months, but we are on that particular one. Which is the best broker which has been working one click, but currently we have tied up with a couple of them, TradeSmart and Expresso. TradeSmart has been pretty good because they have some dedicated servers for the one click at this current juncture. Can there be a paper trading in one click or white pearls? Guys, due to exchange regulation, Chaitanya, we may not be able to provide the paper trading app because that is not legally allowed. But otherwise, we would be happy to release that paper trading as well. Is it possible to make separate lot size buying in one click or CEPE strike price separately? Shravan, you can use, say, for example, the basket orders to do that. I'll show you. Imagine you wanted to place an order, then you can choose here. Just click on here, show strategies or show open option list. You can choose here how much ever quantity you want. Just add it here. I wanted to sell now, if you go and look at it, you will have different quantities. You can individually choose whatever the quantities which you wanted to buy and sell, and then place an order. You will be able to do it. You can choose whether it wanted to be a limit order, market protection. Everything can be done. It's one click on mobile. Currently, one click is available only on the web browser, but you can use it on the web browser. You won't feel any difference between an app and this. Can we have an indicator to mark the highest open interest automatically in the charts? At this juncture, what we have done is we have given you in the option chain page. So if you look at it, this one has the maximum OI chain, this one has the maximum volume. You can look at this by default here. But when you're looking at in the chart, what we have done is we have given you these kind of statistics. Actually, OI statistics is available, OI charts is available. In the OI charts, probably yes, we will try to give you that information. If possible, we'll try to give you that information. Why don't you start a brokerage firm? Ramesh, that's a good one, but unfortunately, due to so many regulations, so many things which is happening, we wanted to contact, what to say, concentrate more on the products at this juncture because that will require a lot of the compliance effort and everything. And I may need it like in my bigger time in that. I think currently we are happy with the 2 or 3 products which we have developed, so we will look at this. Please add limit option in basket, sir. It is, I think it is available. Only thing is you just needed to choose, then it will automatically available. Guys, if you wanted to add the limit, you can just go place the limit order here. You can place, say for example, if I'm expecting this particular stock to be bought at 260 because you wanted to buy it at a higher price, just you can set it here like this. Sorry, it will automatically, once it reaches the 255 to 260 mark, it will automatically go and trigger the orders. So currently it is around 237, right? So it will be able to do it. Okay, so you can cancel the orders or close the orders, whatever that is there, it will automatically clear everything. Guys, you will be able to set the higher price as well. At this juncture, the Bank Nifty view, let me quickly check the data for you. So it looks more of bearishness, including positional. And look at this. The positional players are not even covering their position. So as long as the positional players are not covering the position, then you can expect the markets to be in the downward territory. Even the Nifty is not able to move higher. The Dow futures is trading at 140 points in the negative. All of it is showing you the negative side. What can we expect in Traders Summit 2024? Guys, Traders Summit, I'm not sure, but there is an event, Market League event, which is happening in November where I'll be there. There will be plenty of speakers who are going to be there, close to 25 to 30 odd speakers. You'll be getting to see different strategies which has been used in the markets by different speakers. So that will be there. One advice for going into full-time trading, Divakar, the only thing which I would say, at least like can have some surplus funds, even if you're not able to make money in the markets for the next 5 years, you shouldn't be thinking about quitting. And the most important thing, the family should not even be dependent on you that you needed to earn money. Plus, if the things are not working out, you should be ready to go back to whatever the lifestyle which you are living in. Think about all this because full time trading is not an easy one. Okay, because it will take several years for you to get used to the environment. And as I keep telling people, unless and until you are seeing two build cycle, two bad cycle, and some consolidation time in the market, do not even venture out as a full time trader. So tomorrow's Tamil session will be starting at 10 a.m. in the morning, and you can check out our Scalper Pros YouTube channel for the details. So that is available on our Scalper Pros. Shiva, is it possible for you to show the margin required versus the margin available for each trade? Jyoti, unfortunately, the broker API doesn't provide that information. Once the broker APIs are able to provide that information, then we will be able to provide that. Please provide kill switch in one click. Shiv Subramaniam, I know this has been a pending request, but if I'm needed to do it, we needed every broker to make some changes. Unfortunately, that is not happening. Once that is done, then we will be able to do it. How to decode the trending OI data. At this juncture, if you look at it, the data has been on steady rise both on the call and the put side, but the gap is pretty huge between the call and the put. So as long as the gap is huge, still it is going to be a writer's market on the call side compared to put side. But both are climbing. That means both the sides we will be having some premium erosion happening. The market is going to be getting into a consolidation phase. So if you look at the like, let me show you the options chart, then you will get a clue. So this is the options chart. The market is trading somewhere around 51,200. I'll show you 51,500. Look at this. It went up to 452. Now the price is almost getting stuck at the 280, 290. In the last 1 hour or so, the price is not moving much. What they are trying to do, they are bringing the prices on the call side lower. Put side prices are not going to increase much. So for the prices to increase much, we needed a bigger fall to be happening in the market. Okay, so that's the way I would look at this. That's the reason. If both the OI climbing together, avoid that market as a buyer. Okay, Shiva, remember you seeing wants to see a two full cycles of bull and a bear to take a decision. Thanks for the great piece of info. Yes, I need because even after 20 years being in the market, I still feel almost like 17, 18 years, say 18 years now. But I still feel that there are plenty of things the market teaches me every day. Okay. So honestly, if you ask me, I just know only 1% of the market. Still, I needed to explore close to 90, 95% of the market. If you're thinking that you know everything, the market shows you a new picture the next day. Okay, so every other day, even I keep learning from the market. So that's the way we needed to keep evolving. Any Telugu sessions, unfortunately, Chaitanya, though I'm a Telugu guy, I can't speak Telugu. Otherwise, I would love to do a session in Telugu as well. Ashwin, I will definitely look at it. Limit orders in the basket. We will see what needed to be done. Please provide the algo strategies, money signs. I think there is plenty of algo players in the market at this juncture. That's the reason we are not fighting in that particular one. In fact, we have developed our product and everything is ready, but we are waiting for the SEBI to have an clearance guidelines for the algo. Then we might. Okay, when we say positional OI, the positional OI is that is from today and to yesterday. Okay, so this, if you are going to be removing it, it will show only today's OI data. If you are including positional, because some of the things which has been happening is yesterday, whoever is playing in the market, they are also trying to retain their position the next day. That's the reason we are looking at both intraday and positional. Intraday, you may be seeing a bullish move, positional may be a bearish move. So I will give still more importance to both intraday and positional. When it comes to positional, I will only consider that. Okay, so that's important. Please consider to take Tamil sessions to explain about techie. You just go and look at the last week video which we have done because we have clearly explained all the features in Tamil. So we have been time and again we have been posting the videos in Tamil also. So if you are looking all our channels, so if you wanted our YouTube channel on the English, click on the YouTube link which is available on OIPulse. It will automatically take you here. If you have not subscribed, please do subscribe to this channel, which is the option scalping with close to 87,000 hours. And if you wanted to join my Twitter ID, so those of you who wanted to tag me on the Twitter, it is just Shiva123, close to K followers, just Shiva123. Those of you who wanted to join our Telegram channel, click on this. You will be able to see our Telegram people number of 37,000. You can click on view and then join the particular one. So all the details have been posted here. So tomorrow's session link will also be posted there. Please do join. Is there a possibility of Nifty touching to 25K tomorrow? Alex, looking at all these things, we needed some strange things to be happening in case if the market needed to have a 500-point rally, right? Either some people, like a finance minister, comes out and says, I'm going to be reducing corporate taxes furthermore. We might not even see 25, we might see even 26. So it all depends upon the news flow and everything. Okay, so if you're looking at based on the data, I don't see a possibility. But if there is going to be a news or an event, then yes, there's definitely a possibility. There will be a Hyderabad session, guys, we are working out the dates. Hopefully after December, we just wanted the new regime to kick in. Then we might come to Hyderabad. Please plan for the paper trading. Currently, as I told you, it's not possible, guys, because of exchange regulation. With OIPulse data, we are able to predict. Why not project it? If you guys are able to predict, it is all in a speculation game, right? What the FNO is all about, it's all a speculation. We cannot project this is what is going to be happening as long as I do not know who are the guys who are having the money who are going to be covering their positions or buying the positions. Unless and until some large player is like a close friend of mine, I can immediately make a call. Hey, are you planning to deploy around 20,000 crores tonight? If you're doing it, do let me know. I can tell the people that tomorrow morning I'm going to be getting a big move of 500 points, and as an operator, I can also make money. I do not have that friend with me. If I have the friend with me, then yes, that's very much a possibility. Okay. So those who are thinking that market is all about that, no. We all needed to be, there are bigger shops out there in the game. When is the next Bangalore event, guys? There is a session which is being planned by Markets League in November. I'll be coming and meeting them. When I'm planning for a Chennai session, maybe sometime in the future, but not in the immediate future. At least I don't see that in the next couple of months. Do you trade daily or your team will? Earlier we used to do it, Sai, but in the last 1 year or so, I'm not able to trade it because of focus on the products and other things. When you become an earlier you were a trader. Now when you become an entrepreneur, when you needed to run the company, it's very difficult to do everything. Yesterday, gap in Nifty and Bank Nifty, yes, there was a bigger gap, but usually those gaps, when it is falling with the volume, I would avoid it because if they are not able to go and fill the gap within the next 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, intraday, they needed to try it. But if not, it might be able to do it in the next day. If they are not able to do it, then it is going to be very difficult. This is the gap which they have been referring. I'll just show you the gap. The one which got created here, somewhere around 10, 12. So this particular gap on both Nifty and the Bank Nifty, even I was curious, but the way the fall was happening with the volume, it's very difficult. This should have been a move wherein they could have easily went, fill the gap, and then came back. Now it is those guys have been completely giving it up. Okay, do you have a job in your office as a trader? Yes, we are a product company. We are not a trading company. We don't have any prop desk or anything. We don't. Okay, so we do not have any jobs as such at this juncture. When is the IPO of OI Pulse? That's a big question. So, do you wanted the OI Pulse to be coming under the IPO, or do you want someone to acquire us? You guys tell me honestly. whether someone needed to acquire OI Pearls or you wanted the OI Pearls to come for an IPO subscription, because we are almost getting there into the fifth year. There is a possibility that we can, and we have been profitable right from day one, and we have been doing good in terms of because of the support which you guys have been extending for all our products. So we have been doing good. So let's see, whatever God willing, but that we will do it. When I'm planning to do a Delhi session, guys, after Hyderabad, we will plan it for other cities as well. I had an TradeSmart account, but it's not active now. I'm opening again the TradeSmart. Yes, you can use and then open it. Close that particular account and then open it, reopen a new one using the link. Then you might be able to do it. IPO. Okay, most of you are preferring for IPO. Okay, before we do the IPO, how many of you wanted to invest in OI Pulse? OI Pulse and one click. You guys have seen the growth in the last 5 years. How many of you wanted to invest in OI Pulse? I think someone is getting close to the percentage in terms of how much will be the stake value. Okay. If you learn Hindi, then maximum people can benefit. Plug Jena, I would love that, but let's see. Let's see. There are plenty, plenty. Many companies have trading floor to get traders and do live trading together. Guys, this was some of the plan which we used to have it well before not even people have been thinking about. We go and look at the videos which I posted in 2018. We were already planning for that, but due to COVID and I think then our focus went into different things, then we couldn't do it. I would love a 10% stake. Hmm. Okay. Guys, be ready, be ready. Like, and we haven't finalized on anything. Something can be coming up in the next year. Currently, we are having some discussions, but we will definitely let you all know. Can you share the reason for buying the 51,200 calls? It's purely because of the momentum which I was playing in. It was already trading at 51,500 at that time. And I was just as a scalper, quickly looking for an opportunity because of the OI in the morning being bullish, nothing else. And they have been continuously falling, and I was expecting one round of a drop covering as well. Guys, as I told you, I'm coming to Hyderabad sometime in December, but we are working on the dates. I will definitely let you all know. Can you open a trading floor using OI pearls and more people will be interested? Guys, there are a lot of trading floors over there, but it's a business wherein it will take some amount of my time. I'll see whether I'll be able to dedicate some time and then we will do it. Arjun, again, it depends upon the broker API. Some brokers will have a delay, some brokers will have like kind of fastness. So you choose a broker which is like pretty fast. When I coming to Coimbatore, Ramakrishnan, I would love to, but first I needed to cover all the major cities before we coming into Coimbatore. We will do that. Don't worry. I needed to buy the share of Vipers before it goes to public. We will definitely announce it, guys. That is one thing which is the commitment. In case if I'm going for public, but before going into public, I will definitely diverse some part of it to the Vipers community before we go into IPOs. That is my commitment. If I learn Hindi Pulak, I definitely will try to learn. My Hindi थोड़ा थोड़ा है मालूम है but पूरा अच्छा नहीं है. Okay, if I explain कर दो ना, लेकिन तुम्हारा हिंदी forget कर. My Hindi is such like that. Okay, so that's the reason I'm not even talking in Hindi. I know you guys will be willing to troll me for that kind of a language, but I don't mind. Any fast brokers with zero intraday charges and your experience. Guys, this is just a sample trade which I'm going to be showing you. This is just to show you the capabilities. Someone who's saying like, Shiva, I wanted to buy large quantities, buy and sell. Just look at this. Okay, this is a trade which I'm trying to showcase it to you. Now, what to be trying to buy? 47,000. Is it trading here? Just look at this. Tell me if this is not fast for you, I don't know what else is fast. We have bought and sold around 13,000 quantities, all under, just look at the seconds here. Okay. So we bought at 13, 12:39, 13, and 12:39, 18, we are out. 13,000 quantity, and that too in a OTM strikes, I was able to buy and sell. If this is not fast, what else you are expecting? Are you guys planning to add more than 30,000 quantities under 5 seconds? You tell me honestly. I was able to enter, exit, do everything within 5 seconds and showed these are live trades. Okay. Just to show you the product, I've just shown you that we entered and exited everything. Which broker is this? This is TradeSmart. We have a dedicated server. That's the reason we shared this link also with you guys. So those of you who have not opened the account, it is easy to open an account and then integrate. That's it. Just with TradeSmart, you can integrate. We have shared the account opening link in our Telegram channel. So you just needed to pay 3,999 for all the quantities which I've traded. I don't need to pay any intraday brokerage and anything. Yes, you can select different strikes for different. No, that can't be done. Others. You have to have the same strikes for the both parent and child. I'm new to OIPLs. Do you have a plan to serial wise learning to pick up from Jumpstart? Yes, we do have. What you needed to do is go into the playlist, which is available here on the YouTube playlist. Just click here. Sorry, not this. Playlist. We have a lot of series which has been developed. You can click on in the series OIPL's tutorial series for the one-click tutorial series. We have the option trading basics. We also have OI Pulse one-click tutorial, OI Pulse tutorial in English, and I also have a lot of videos in the OI Pulse. This playlist will have close to 60. Go through that in an order, then you will definitely be able to do it. Any plans to add Nifty 500 stocks into OI Pulse? Not at this juncture. Maybe in the future we will try to add them. Show the basket order placement. Guys, this is how the basket orders. Imagine I'm clearing all these orders. I'm just going to be showing you some strategies. Imagine today is going to be a bearish strategy. I just wanted to place an order on like in a bear put spread. Just select that automatically. The strikes will be chosen. If I wanted to increase the lots here, I can do that. Okay. Then only thing is just place orders and until the orders is placed. And close all positions. Click on one button. The positions are getting closed. That's it. Done. Orders are created, placed from the basket. Again, I'm placing it. Just see here, place. Orders are placed, close, done. All your orders are bought, sold, everything in a quick time. How many minutes it took me to create this basket for a strategy? I quickly wanted to move from that to here. I wanted a long calendar. Everything changes pretty quick. And I wanted to quickly increase my lot size to 10. I can do that. I can see the P&L, how much profit, how much is my going to be my loss, and then place orders. Can you see here? Bought. And I wanted to quickly close one direction or close here, close here. Then I can also set this. I will set my target as 152 and I'll set my loss at 151. Whichever comes first will get triggered. Can you see here? Automatically, the price is moving higher. Based on that, your stop loss is also getting revised. Now, if I wanted to add more here, just go to the basket and then place my orders. Again, the positions will get increased. Can you see here? It gets closed because of the stop loss getting triggered. Just refresh the data. M stocks won't work because they don't have an API. Guys, I don't think in this current world, at this current juncture, you have any tool which can give you like a quick move, enter and exit. I think one of them has nicely put it out today morning. I just shared that screenshot also with all of you. Just look at this. This particular Vinod has sent me this note. Sir, I'm writing this with utmost respect. What you have created is just amazing. I think you bought the one click couple of days back for any scalper. I was struggling a lot to capture quick momentums in the market for a long time. I'm so happy that I found the best money making tool in the world, which is one click supported by strong data wipers. Just open an eye strategies consistently yielding money, finish my day trading in few minutes and continuing my 9 to 5 job. Heartfelt and humble. Thank you, sir. This is where we feel proud. What we have provided to you is one of the best, most advanced trading tool in the world. I don't think anybody would be able to enter and exit. I can challenge it on any platform wherein someone says, Shiva, I can type enter and exit in a fast paced manner. Guys, we will be able to enter and exit. Say, for example, now just look at it. I'm just going to be showing you something interesting now. Okay, imagine I wanted to enter both call and the put at the same time. Okay, I'm using the up arrow and the down arrow to buy a call and also a put. Just see here. Do you think it is possible? And I wanted to quickly exit both. I can do that here. This is not going to be possible anywhere manually. I can challenge openly. Getting in, getting out at ease. I wanted to increase my lots quickly, moving it from here to 120 and then enter here. Look at this. We entered 1,000 here. I'm not good at my, like, what to say, entry and exit. I just entered more here, just close all my positions. Is it possible? You guys tell me. OTM scalp in large quantity possible? Yes. If as long as your brokers are allowing it, it is possible. Just look at it. I just showed you that. Look at 47,000, which is trading at 30 paise, and I wanted to go for 5,000 quantities. We are currently given how much? 4,500. Just look at this. All I needed to do is just two entry, 9,000. Two entries, 18,000. Now I'm closing all my four quantities. I've played a slippage of close to 900 bucks. But how much is the quantity which we entered and exited? 18,000 quantities we entered and exited all under 5 seconds. You tell me honestly, is there any other platform which can give you this much fast where it will be able to enter, exit like this? Guys, all these are live trades, and you have order IDs for each of them. You will be able to see the broker message also in case if they are getting executed or rejected. Guys, tell me honestly, do you think it is possible? Not even in best trading app can give you this. All this is web, not even on an app. Once we are in app, then we are able to do you much, much more better. Are you a retail or an institutional trader? Guys, we are providing all these tools for the retail traders so that you guys, without even worrying, you should be able to enter and exit. Can you please explain more on the Ditto? Ditto is nothing wherein if you are having multiple accounts and you wanted to replicate your trades. So whatever the trades which you're placing in your primary broking, it will also going to be getting replicated in all your remaining accounts. So imagine you have three accounts and what are the trades which I'm taking in TradeSmart needed to be replicated in Fires and done. What are the trades which I'm taking here? Automatically Ditto will capture that. So which key you're using it for exit? I'm using the keys which I've shown you here. To buy, I'm using the down arrow. To sell the put, I'm using the side arrow. To buy a call using the up arrow. To sell a call, I'm using the side arrow. Okay, so you can choose whatever the quantities which we have given you here because we have kept it at 4,500. So what about the freeze quantity? We will take care of that. Okay, whatever the freeze quantity, we will send the orders in that particular way. It is our responsibility to dissect and then send it based on the like an iceberg order, whatever it is. We will take care of that. You can just, this is for the bank nifty, right? Look at nifty actually. What we have done, we have given you up to 7,500. And if you're going in the limit order, the quantities will be increased. You can go up to, like, say, for example, I can go up to 15,000 here and I can place the orders here. Automatically, we will take care. Guys, 1 lakh quantity you will be able to buy and sell at no time. You just wanted to see 1 lakh, but I will be paying a slippage. Okay, that's the only reason. I think one day we paid a slippage of around close to 2 or 3 lakhs actually, just to show you the demo. So it is possible. It is possible. Okay, and you can quickly move from one strike to another. You just wanted to move it here. I just went from 24, 47 to 500. Yes. Now I'll just show you 46,000. No. 43,000 is also trading. Wow. There is nothing here. Nothing here on 40. Nothing here on 41. Nothing here on 40. Okay. 43,000 is the best strike which is available. Just look at this. Okay. So I'm going to be looking at 4,500. Just look at this. How much quantity we bought? We bought around 60,000. We bought and sold 1 lakh and how much is that? More than 1 lakh? How much is the slippage which we paid? 2,800 rupees. Why? because there is no liquidity at all. We entered and created that liquidity. If you go and look at this particular strike of 43,000, I'll just show you that. You see here, it is we would have created this quantity of 46,000 and whatever that bought and sold and everything here. Okay. We are the ones who have created, entered, exited. Can you see the rejection message when it is like an extremely oversold, like, and I have sold more than the quantities which I was holding? So how many seconds it took for me to buy and sell? Bought it at 22, 23, sold it at 29. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. 1 lakh quantity. You guys wanted to see the 1 lakh quantity, right? Now someone has to give me this money. Because of you, I'm losing around 3,000 bucks. Okay. Guys, today being the banknifty expiries, I wouldn't give too much of importance. I wanted the market to be playing more on the OI data. Then once it is done, then guys, with TradeSmart, we have an opportunity not only to play in the current series, in the later series as well. We can also choose the OTMs and everything. Okay, so everything is possible. I've showed you the live demo itself. Okay, so since it is a product demo on the YouTube, we are just having some limitations, and I'm showing you all this. This order execution fast on one click, then done broker terminal. Pritesh, you try it. You tell me whether you will be able to enter and exit this 58,500 on any broker terminal, not only done. Any broker terminal. You tell me honestly whether you would have been able to enter and exit close to 1 lakh quantities. Entry and exit within 5 seconds. Very able to do it. You tell me. So when I'm going to launch the chart of strike price in one click, we will definitely consider that. Anytime I'm ready to pay for it, you're the only person who can do this. Thank you so much. Niranjan, as I told you, I wouldn't be giving too much of importance at this juncture because it is in the writer's paradise as far as the ID levels are concerned. We need a voice alert in the first 3 minutes. The volume can handle. We will see what we can do. Midcap will bounce. So let's see whether there is going to be a dead cat bounce or whether the midcap is really going to. So guys, everything will bounce if it is going into extremely oversold territory and so on. Okay. So imagine if you are taking a lot wise trade, how much would have been the brokerage which I would have played today? So every order that is 900, 900, we would have been paying a brokerage of 20 rupees, right? In this scenario, what is my brokerage today? Absolutely no, because we are having an unlimited plan. Guys, this particular plan, if you are a trader who wanted this, try to avail it before November because once the other brokers started increasing, TradeSmart might also say, Shiva, we are not going to give you this plan anymore. There is a possibility. So at least for the people who have taken the plan, we might have the privilege. I was having all in green because of you guys. Now my entire M2M, like look at the number of strikes it is showing in red. It's still okay. I hope I was able to give you all a demo. So before we bind on the session, guys, in a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being low, 10 being high, how will you rate today's session, guys? I hope all of you were able to do it. And one last request, please share your feedback on the Twitter for all of you to get the PPT which was shared today. Okay? Please do without fail. We'll be sharing the PPT with all of you who have commented today. You will be getting the PPT. Thank you all so much. We love you. We have taken so much of effort and it took session, tunnel session. Don't be late because we have some interesting things to discuss tomorrow. Tomorrow's session will be in tunnel. That will be for the sister channel days. Thank you. Love you all. Love you all. See you all pretty soon in another wonderful session. And those of you who have not subscribed to our plans, use this Diwali offer. Algo coming, probably not Niranjan at this juncture. It will be one click. Algo, if it is coming, that will be having a separate subscription only. Yes. So, guys, please use this opportunity and make sure that you tag us on the Twitter to get the PPT today. Okay. So, this is our Twitter ID. We just wanted to see how many have actually participated in today's session. Okay, see you all on another wonderful day. Bye bye. Take care.